Imagine that you have to walk a mile, and that mile can be fast or can be slow, depending on your own pace. Some will not make it because they get tired, they're not ready. Some will go back because they don't even want to try. There's many reasons why the mile is not completed. You're in the beginning of your mile, or you might be towards the end. The mile walk, we will call it, it's symbolic for you living your life. Now, there are many roads to get to your final destination. And when you decide to make that walk, you have an idea of what was planted in your mind. And I don't like that word. These are your words. This is what you chose for yourself before you came down. This is what you want to do. Your objective is to get to this part, to get to the finish the mile. And there are different paths that you must take, different paths that you must walk. One is preferably the easiest, the fastest, and the most effective. And kind of like if we had to say guarantee that you're going to get to where you're going because this is what you came to do. There are different reasons, many different reasons. You have contracts with everybody. And sometimes those contracts have different reactions that you will have to deal with. Some of those reactions with other contracts will kind of like throw you off your game, if I can use that word. And then you have to take a new path. There is, that is a way of describing what one would consider a mistake. But it doesn't matter what mistakes you make, because all mistakes are get up and walk again. Even when you think you can't get up, at least in your mind get up, and eventually your mind does something and your body will follow. This is already known by everyone. What I want to know is, or what I want to say to you is that many times you will fall, you will veer off course, and that doesn't mean you're a failure. That doesn't mean you're not getting to where you want to go. It just means that you're choosing different paths for different reasons. Everybody has a different reason. Maybe your path was to come here and marry a certain person. You meet somebody else that just changes your life and you just have to go that new route. But it's only because that new route is going to give you the lesson that you need to get to your other route, if you will. The path that you take is not as important as getting to your final destination. Do not judge yourselves for mistakes that you have done. Do not think that just because you did this or didn't do that, that you are not going. There is never here. Every soul that comes here to do something, to learn something. If they learn it, they take this road. If they don't learn it, they take this other road. But they're always doing something. Depression is not doing something. Depression is choosing to do that. Because you need to put everything on hold because you can't handle it. Before you get up and get going, you need to regroup. So you need to get depressed. But in that depression, for some people will determine whether you get up and go or whether you ship out. It doesn't really matter. You come back to that place. And that prior experience of giving up or failing, whatever you want to call it, will somehow play a determining factor on this next lifetime. Meaning you will not die again, or you will not take the easy way out. You did that before. There are many reasons why the mind doesn't understand the body, doesn't understand the soul, the spirit. There's a disconnection there between the mind, the self, the body, where you live. Some individuals forget that they're humans and they think they're still in the spirit world. Believe me, you don't recognize it because it's not something that has a label. Some people will get up and walk again. Some people will never fall down. Some people will fall 10 times before they go halfway and they fall again, but eventually make it. It doesn't matter, because with every fall, you gain something. Something that becomes embedded in you, in your spirit, in your soul. It stays with you forever. Forever means your eternity. Your soul is here right now, but will continue. It never stops. It changes outfits, Tomorrow you're this, today you're this. But one soul has the ability and does experience every possible human force. Different religions, different ethnicities, different colors, different creatures. There is nothing the spirit does not know, does not recognize, because it has been forever. It's not a matter of are you in the present, the past, or the future. You are here now. You might take from the past, or maybe look into the future. You take those pieces of you that have already been experienced, you bring them into your current lifetime here to see what can help you. It's not that you're living like this. You're living, imagine a circle. Your lives, your many lives that you live are in that circle. And when it's your turn to come out and stand out here and be human, all those play a part. If the lifetime right before this one, you were super rich, you were a king, in this lifetime, you'll be poor, but something in you will always remember that money. Something in you will always say, I do not belong here. But you see, that could be something that's needed for you to thrive here. We are not going to tell you what you're going to be. We're going to remind you, and you will understand and recognize it. You see, I will talk to you about the past, the present, the future, yourself. But before we get to that journey, I am going to make sure that you understand clearly that these answers I'm giving to you are not from me. They're reflecting from you, and I just repeat them back to you. I am you, because all of us are part of this great God. Other names, I don't discriminate, but that's the one that comes to my lips right now. Because she believes in God. I'm using her word. But for everybody out there, it is your God. We are all one. Dressed in different outfits, but we're all one. We're all together. Right now, we're not so together because you're there and I'm here. But really up here is not up here. It's just here among you. It's energy. It's electricity. It's so much. There are so many things that I am ready to discuss and give you. But I want to make sure first that you understand the basics. And understanding is not taking anything away. It's just broadening your horizons. You each came to do something here. Some will know what it is. Some will imagine it. Some will dream it. Some will have no clue. The magic is here that you get to discover what that is. I know what you are, who you are. Are you ready to hear it? I will share it with you. I will give you one example of why we don't share before. You see, if this man in front of me came here to learn about something that requires for you to be poor, and his dream is to be rich, and if I tell him you're going to be in this lifestyle for a long time until you learn that lesson, this one is not going to be ready, rejected, and say, I don't believe in you, and close the door to all this. I am not here to open the doors for you. I'm here to teach you how to open your own doors. You see, we all have this. And we all could say that we believe, but not everybody believes, because believes has a deeper meaning, which starts with believing in yourself. If you believe in yourself, you can call upon this and make it happen. I am here but to prepare you. Consider me your teacher. Consider me whatever words you want. I'm here to prepare you, to bring you home. No, let me rephrase that. To bring you back home to yourself while you're there. Correction, I'm not taking your life away. We have to be careful with the words. Words. I want to bring you back home to you. Because if I can do that with one person, then I already gained purpose here.